So I don't want it to hear like me fucking breathing heavily. All right. Hello everyone. Welcome to the captain's quarters. Because we couldn't think of a better name, but that's fine because it's an awesome fucking name. I'm here with my co-pilot, RonanHiggz.
I don't even know how to fly this thing.
Thank God for autopilot.
Landing is going to be an issue, though.
Hmm?
Landing is going to be an issue, though. Should have thought of
That's
that
fine.
before we took off.
How did we take off?
Steve Irwin helped us with that one.
Is that the guy who took the chipmunks?
In fact, he was the opposite of that guy.
Was he Dave?
What? Oh, not Dave.
Dave.
Yeah. Yep, it was Dave.
Alvin. But how are you? What did you do today?
Not much, really. I've been, other than this podcast, of course, mostly just homework and video games up to this point.
Yeah. I got a haircut today. Like you can't see it, but I did.
Yeah. How did you get a haircut?
It's okay.
How did
My
you get a
hairdresser is actually my mom. She that's her job. She actually is a hairdresser.
haircut? Oh. Okay.
So I basically just save a bunch of money from that.
I
I
haven't
don't have
had
to
a
go.
haircut.
I don't have to walk downtown or anything and get one. I can just go out to our salon and be all puffed up.
Yeah. Isn't it mental that we've been in lockdown for 10 months, roughly?
Now you're turning into every other podcast.
Yeah, we should steer clear of that, yeah.
But yeah, I know it's gotten to a lot of people. It's also helped a lot of people make their lives
Yeah.
easier, I guess. Mostly young people though.
Yeah, a lot
like
of
you and me.
people... Yeah, a lot of older people who don't know how to use technology like Discord or Skype or whatever have to learn how to use that stuff now. And it's probably really difficult and annoying.
I mean, for them it might be for the better. You know, they're getting up to date and shit.
Yeah.
But technology is a motherfucker at points, dude. Like sometimes I just want to take like a month or two off.
Yeah. Well, like, sometimes you just see one too many bad headlines, and then you see one too many stupid people on Twitter, and then you're like, that's enough of the phone for the rest of the year. And then 2 days.
Yeah, I'd advise you that you probably shouldn't have made a Twitter account.
Yeah.
earlier.
Well,
It's too late now.
can't go back. It's like hell.
Speaking of that, you should follow us on Twitter.
Yup.
Okay, it's too early. It's
Leave that till the end. Got it. Yep.
it's too early. But we wanted to talk about the Wrath situation, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
For those of you who
you wanna. Yeah, you wanna take it.
For those of you who don't know, it's our friend and our good friend Wrath recently decided to take a indefinite hiatus / quit from YouTube for the sake of his own mental health, and so that he could shift his full-time focus into working on a book series that he is writing, which I'm actually very excited to hear about.
Yeah, I don't really see you as a big reader, but it's definitely when you have a connection, it's definitely something you want to check out.
You calling me stupid?
Hey, I don't read books either, buddy.
Yeah, I don't read too often. I should read more, and I'm trying to get back into it, but
But basically, why do you think someone, I guess, would at least consider quitting? I guess their hobby
yeah.
at that point.
I mean, in my mind, if I were to ever quit, I feel it wouldn't be like a definite, alright, I'm done for now, I'm not going to make any more videos or whatever. For me, I'd just, because I'm kind of in the process right now where I take way too long to make videos and I just don't have any motivation to work on it. Even stuff that I'm partway through, I just give up on because I don't like how it's coming out. For me, it'd probably end up being less of a big decision and more just a gentle fizzle out of existence. Cause
I think. No, you can keep going.
Because like, motivation is a hard thing to use because you either have it at the moment or you don't. You can't really like save up motivation. You can't get more motivation from somewhere. You can't like do a breathing exercise or whatever and then magically you're like, oh, this would be a great joke, oh, I'll throw this in it. It's just something that you're not really in control of, and it's just something you gotta hope comes by you when it does, you know?
Yeah, motivation is definitely a word that gets thrown around a lot, and for good reason. It's probably the most important thing when it comes to any hobby that someone might want to turn into a career. But for quitting, especially something like YouTube where it's, I guess, momentum based, I wouldn't ever want to make an I'm quitting video. Because of course, if you ever feel like you're better now and you want to come back, then there's always going to be those people like, oh, you were quitting. You said you quit.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? I'd like to leave it on just maybe something on Twitter, or maybe in Discord, rather than a full video.
Yeah.
Because you always want to come back.
Yeah. And I guess everyone's different. They're going to want to quit for different reasons. They're going to want to quit in different ways. And hell, maybe some of them don't want to quit but still have to. And there's definitely good ways and bad ways of quitting. I can think of one or two examples of bad quitting, but I'm not going to mention anything because it's not like a friend or anything, but it's a kind of a big deal, and I don't want to. It's a big name, and I don't want to mention it because that might screw something over. I'm not sure, but
alright.
Go on.
I guess reasons on quitting that kind of stuff is very interesting because you never know what's going on in someone else's mind. What are their reasons for something, and what could be yours in the future. And I know a big reason for a lot bigger channels is something like parasocial relationships, which I'm happy has been recently getting more of like a spotlight because it was being addressed before, and I'm happy that it is because we need that.
Yeah. I'm afraid to mention, but I don't quite know what the term parasocial relationship means. Could you?
Basically, if let's say you're a viewer, okay?
Yeah.
And your favorite streamer, do you have a favorite streamer?
Otsterva. He's a Dark Souls / Dead by Daylight streamer.
Okay. Otsterva is streaming, and he obviously doesn't know who you are, I'm guessing.
No, not a hope in hell.
And you know who he is, at least from what he represents. And you build kind of a connection with him. But not a mutual one, where he knows you, you know him.
Yeah.
It's a one-sided relationship, and that's the parasocial relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean with that, definitely.
And that can give a lot of people stress because it kind of makes the content creator feel like more people are depending on them for bigger reasons that they have no part in, I guess.
Yeah. Plus, it can lead to people thinking that they know the creator more than they actually do. Especially with...
A good, no, go.
Especially with, like, the really bad stuff, like something I will never understand is shipping real-life people. Like, fictional characters I can sort of understand, it's not my cup of tea, but I see why some people would do it. But real-life people, that is a hell of a no-no. That is... like, why? Anyways, go on with your point.
Like a good example of the parasocial relationships, at least recently, is Ludwig and Jay Schlatt's video, which has been brought up a lot because they really address the point in a way that gets people in the know.
Yeah.
But as you know, at least you, Ronan, I'm a big fan of raccoon eggs
Yes.
and raccoons in general. And if you there are videos out there and messages and I think tweets about why he quit, and it was actually because of parasocial relationships, because his content was based around genuine interactions he had with people, and people weren't being so genuine with him when they knew who he was and how big he was, and they just wanted to impress him.
Yeah.
So he couldn't get that genuine style of his content, and now it's kind of on a hiatus for who knows how long.
I went back and saw some of his stuff. I even checked out his Homie Talk podcast. I saw the first episode, and it's genuinely high quality stuff. And it's kind of sad to see such a good creator be thrown off by not fan interaction, but like something they don't quite have control over. It's really sad when you see stuff like that, where people essentially pretty much their lifestyle has to be changed because of either what people outside their control did, mental issues which they can't control, or just the system of YouTube and how it works, which is definitely out of their control. It's a damn shame.
I guess a good example is nothing goes exactly the way you want it to. And just for some people, that gets blown way out of proportion and it goes off the rails.
Yeah.
Just leads to bad things, man.
And it's with YouTube as a career. Now, of course, neither of us are getting paid for YouTube at all yet, but the idea of doing it for a job, I would enjoy, because like right now we both have to deal with school and other stuff, and then we've other responsibilities. Like I'm in TY, so I'm transition year. What year would that be for the Americans? Like, I don't know, but
I think 10th grade.
Yeah, but I have to look for work experience. I need to look for a volunteer experience. I've got groups that I'm a part of that I need to organise. I have a hand in helping make a short film currently about substance abuse and substance addiction, which is quite interesting.
Is that going to be on your channel and stuff, or is that just going to be a private thing?
Not going to be on my channel. I'm part of a Young Social Innovators group, which is a thing in school where you essentially pick a topic for the entire group to look at, and you all try and do things to either spread knowledge about the topic, to prevent the issues in your area about it, and things like that. And we went for the topic of drug use and substance addiction, and we narrowed it down to addiction. So that's going to include stuff like drug use, alcohol abuse, gambling addictions, food addictions, things like that. And our first idea was something in the school, which was we did like a scavenger hunt for students, but we're also going to be working on a short film, and I'm on the editing team. So yeah,
Ooh.
I'm also the secretary, which means anything that's said I have to take down.
You got a little notepad?
Yeah, a big notepad on my monitor that I type into.
Well, I'm not sure where to go from there. You got any?
I completely lost my point, didn't I? But with all that stuff going on, of course, YouTube isn't going to be high up in that priority, because I completely went off the rails. Sorry about that. But started with Essentially, the idea of YouTube as a job I like, but currently we both have plenty of responsibilities that we need to worry about, and we can't put YouTube front and center for everything, especially since we're both in school right now. Of course, it's kind of a double-edged blade.
You want me to take over?
It's a double-edged blade. If we put too much effort into YouTube, our educations might fall through and fail, but our YouTube could take off, but it could completely flop, which is more likely. Or we could put more time into our education and put less into YouTube, and YouTube has a much lower chance of taking off and all that. There, finally get the words out.
There you go, buddy. All right, give me a high five. High five your microphone.
Oh my god, the entire thing just went red. Cool.
What? But I guess with the thing of YouTube, at least when I started the Blessing channel, I've been told to make videos more and be more consistent. But like, that's just not possible, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've basically got everything you said except for, the whole short film and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you also got just your basic needs, like keeping up with your family and your friends and just like chilling out and
Yeah.
I've got into CS:GO surfing,
which is where CS:GO surfing is where real enlightenment comes from. Never mind meditation or prayer. CS:GO surf is when you unlock your third eye.
Me and you, we've had some good conversations over CS:GO surf.
Such as planning this podcast. Ayo.
I'm pretty sure I came up with the idea, like all the branding for this podcast, when we were surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of all I got.
So
did you write down any topics?
I guess I've got this one idea that I was thinking. Essentially, we've all got things that, whether it be a hobby or just a thing you learned or whatever, that you haven't told someone about, or you don't really have anyone to talk to about it. I think it's quite interesting to listen to people talk about what they're passionate about. So have you got any, aside from surfing, which we mentioned before, have you got any, or you could talk about that if you want, have you got any new hobbies or skills or tricks or anything you've learned lately that you've really wanted to talk about more in depth?
Well, I guess I do play basketball, not very well, but I haven't been able to play in the last while because, at least you and I know. We went back into lockdown here in Ireland. But I don't know. I've been pretty stagnant recently for ideas and things to do. I've been working on countless videos that just all fall apart, like the Cuphead video, which I really had big plans for, and I might get back into. But it's really just been not a good start to the year.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna have down slopes and stuff like that when it comes to creating. Everyone's gonna have points where they're not gonna be as efficient or as happy when making content. And the deciding factor whether or not you recover from that is if you stop, if you completely give up. But if you keep trying like you are, which I'm very proud of you for, you were always...
Oh, thank you.
Putting in 110% with your videos. I'm always so proud whenever something like that comes out. But I'd say you're going to be completely fine, because you have not given up yet. You are still going at it, and you're still burning away at your projects, and I'm very happy of you for that.
Another thing about, I was talking about the new year and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't use TikTok, and I've told many people this, but when I did, right before New Year, I loved seeing all the TikToks where people would go, 2020, it's gonna be a good year, baby. We got through this bad one, but here it is. We got it now. I don't know why people thought that, because
yeah,
a number changing won't change events.
Yeah.
And it clearly isn't now.
But to be fair, I'd say the mindset during all of that was of course, we're gonna try and avoid politics, but with I'd say the majority of the people making those TikToks they're American people mostly, and of
I'm
course
gonna have to cut this out.
I'm just gonna say America's getting a presidential change, so neither of us are gonna state our opinions about this, but most people who are against that stuff are expecting a change now. We are not supporting either.
We're gonna talk
just-
about this in the editing room, whether we're gonna keep this in or not.
Yeah, maybe we should cut that. Oh well.
We'll figure it out later.
So sports
But,
ball, am I right? Oh no, they don't exist anymore.
Wait, I don't even know what you said.
Sports. They don't exist anymore, right?
Sports don't exist.
Not after the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Esports, let's go.
Esports are still a thing.
Do you consider esports as like a sport?
That depends if you count chess as a sport. I know some people do, and if you do, then esports is a sport. It's kind of a grey area.
What about online chess? Is that esports or sport?
That is a very good point, actually. When chess,
Actually, is it a sport at all? If we get, because we haven't considered whether chess is a sport or not.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the definition of sport?
I'm gonna Google what the definition of a sport is right now.
Also, sport sounds like a really shit food. Just the word.
Yeah, an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others for entertainment. So it says
you basically have everything except for physical.
Yeah.
Like, I can see every part of that happening, except for physical.
Here's the idea. Virtual reality esports, is that a sport?
That works. I think that would actually work. I think that would. I think you could actually count sports
like
in
a Pavlov tournament,
Pavlov
or something like that.
Team battle. I think you could do that.
Geez.
I would actually count that as an esport. It may not make a massive difference, but it definitely would. I would consider that an esport.
Yeah.
Or just a sport in general.
Yeah. Speaking of esports, I've been getting into. I do this thing occasionally because I'm not good at fighting games. I'm only good at one fighting game, and that's Dragon Ball FighterZ, and even then I'm average at it. But I really like watching videos about other fighting games that I don't even play. Like, it's just interesting to learn about characters and why they're good and why they're bad and stuff like that. Go on.
I think that kind of fits into my liking for documentaries, like video game documentaries.
Yeah.
If I'm guessing most of you know, most people who might be listening, know Summoning Salt. He's a guy who makes documentaries about speed running and video games, like Mario Kart 64 and Mario 64 and Zelda and stuff. He makes great content. Also, his music is top notch. You should really go check out that playlist. But it's not something I do myself. Like, speedrunning is such a big thing.
Yeah.
And yet nobody really does it. Well, not nobody, but like the majority.
Yeah, like when you see speedruns for games, it's always either they speedrun a bunch of different games, or it's the top maybe 4 or 5 guys that speedrun a game, and then everyone else doesn't really get mentioned. I guess the only exception for this would be maybe Super Mario 64 and the Bethesda speedrunning community, because those have surprisingly active speedrun communities. And I'd say a lot of that is to do with the rise of speedrunning content on YouTube. Because
just put speedrun in a title and you'll fucking make it to the algorithm immediately.
Like, the Mario games, because they're so old, people have, like, a majority of people who have played a Mario game, and the older it is, the more likely someone has had the thought, like, even as a child, thinking, I wonder who's beat this game the fastest, or something like that. So that's probably why Super Mario 64 is partly such a big one, and why that started to take off. But I think one of the biggest reasons why the Bethesda speedrunning community is so popular is because of one YouTuber known as Tomato Anus. Yeah, and
I've never seen him.
Tomato Anus. I'm not joking. But he's a hilarious guy, and I absolutely love his content. But one of his most popular videos is the speedrun of the Fallout anthology, where he played Fallout 1 to Fallout 4, excluding any spin-off games. And that, I'm not entirely sure why, but it completely took off. And now he makes consistent videos giving commentary over speedrunning games. Even if it's not his speedrun, he'll work with the person to learn the tech, and he'll talk over them playing. And he's a very funny guy, and you can learn a lot about speedrunning certain games through his videos.
I think there's a lot more games that have bigger speedrunning communities than you might think. Like, until I saw like one video, I thought Mario Kart Wii was just dead, bro. But it turns out that thing is massive.
Oh yeah.
There's this mod called like CTGP or something, and it completely changes the game.
Yeah.
Like you can make maps, you can submit them. There'll be like featured maps, online play is back with different game modes, tournaments and shit. It's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. And I always love to see that. Sorry.
Like, of course, you're gonna get that kind of shit from Mario Kart. Like, the game was made to go fast. It's a speedrunning game.
Yeah.
You got time trials as well, which is just obvious.
Yeah, I love to see stuff like that, where old games get revived through multiple means. Because for so many people, everyone's got that one game where it's, this is so much fun. It's a shame it's dead, pretty much. Or, it's a shame that it's always the same people I'm playing against. And it's always nice to see it get revived through some manner, and to see people play it again. Because that game for me is Titanfall 2. I absolutely love Titanfall 2. I don't tend to like first-person shooters, but Titanfall 2 is so good. If you've not played it, I highly recommend it.
I remember this one guy, and he plays, I think, Mario Kart 64.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure he spent like 5 years trying to do this one basically impossible trick at the start of like Choco Mountain or whatever the map's called, where you can do this boost or something, these completely intricate moves, and beat the entire 3 laps in 5 seconds.
Jesus.
And he spent like 5 years of trial and error going through it, and he finally fucking got it, and it's revolutionary.
Yeah, that's always fun to see as well. Like the history of the speedrunning tech. Like there was one specifically where it was Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, where there's one point in the game where there's a big invisible wall that is essentially right before the boss fight, the final boss, but that wall is only removed through another like 30 minutes of speedrunning, because the whole game is about trying to get rid of that wall. But someone finally found a way to clip through it and cut the speedrun times in half. It was mental. And it took like
speedrunning.
It's been someone's been looking for a way to break that since the game came out, and it was only found when the remake came out in, I think, not when it came out, but like 2016, I think. So that's I think it's literally 8 years of glitch hunting.
There's this, I think it's the newest, like, big Mario title, Super Mario Odyssey. I'm guessing you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a massive community for that, and I used to be really into it. There's a guy, Smallland1.
Yes, I think I've heard of him.
He speedruns Mario Odyssey and I think Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
But he's very entertaining. He gets like 3K viewers on his streams, and like it's worth it, dude. He's good at speedrunning. He's an entertaining guy.
Yeah, is he the guy that did the different challenges when he was doing runs? Like there was one where he,
Yeah, no, his fucking Zelda challenges are insane, man. Like in no damage, no fucking divine beasts,
Yeah.
no weapons. It's insane. Like no jumping, no running. He puts so much shit into this.
Yeah. I always love to
And-
see unique runs like that.
Like even though I'm happy that they're like going up in the algorithm now, I still don't think they're getting enough credit for how much these people do.
Yeah. Again, something that sucks about YouTube is you can put all the effort you want into making completely original content, but still know that you lose to a video of someone taking a bunch of videos that they've already watched and putting them all into one video.
Something a meme I used to love was the like 8 bits, 4 bits, because it was just him slowly deteriorating over time. And then they took it. It was pretty old by the time they took it, and they fucking ruined it, dude.
Yeah.
I can put 1 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, 4 bit in my fucking title and get like 1 million views.
Yeah, and it's
insane.
And it's all coincidentally all the popular ones that end up in your recommended are like anime ladies and bikinis and stuff like that.
Before I click on a video that says like shitpost status or something, I always make sure I hover over it or something
to see the preview,
because I mostly see these on my phone just to like see a tiny bit of the video to see if this is worth my time.
Yeah. Hell, sometimes I've made the habit of literally just only watching them through the preview because it's not worth my time to click on the video and risk getting an ad.
Like I remember, I saw this today. It was this like Counter-Strike animation
Yeah.
made in like 2009, and it was pretty cool. It was one of those stick figure animations, and it has 110 million views, but it was like a passion project, and like back then there was no money being made on YouTube or anything. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And they used copyrighted music, and now 110 million views make no money. And that's insane.
Yeah.
The bank that could have been made, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that they didn't just like decide to make it silent, because I know it's out of the respect for what they made, and I'm so glad. Like I've gotten copyright claims and stuff, and I always make sure I just say no ads, because like of course it's not gonna affect me. I don't have ads, but you know, I always respect when someone just takes it like a champ, takes the I guess guideline strike or something.
Yeah. Because like it's weird because YouTube, most people start YouTube as a passion project just to have fun or make jokes or whatever. But then when money starts getting introduced, a lot of stuff can go downhill fairly quickly. But to keep it positive, I'll go with an outcome that came out well. Do you remember an animation that aired a while back where it was animation versus animator?
Alan Becker, right?
Alan Becker, yes. He made that original one, put it up on some websites, I think like Newgrounds and Board.com and stuff like that. And someone wanted to, and it took off, and it had a bunch of different copies or whatever. And a company approached him and said, can we buy the rights to your thing for $100? And with how many people have seen this, it wasn't even worth like $500 or whatever. It was worth way more. He could have made way more money on it, and he was about to accept it until someone else stepped in and told him, "What are you doing? You can make so much more off this, and plus you'll probably have no creative control once they have it." And he took that advice to heart, and now he has his own series on YouTube with these characters, and it's really nice to see an outcome come out well for once with something like that.
I remember that reminds me of this guy called like Tamago2474. And I used to watch him all the time because he did like these Club Penguin videos, like documentaries on him, and they were amazing. He's a very funny guy.
Okay.
I haven't watched him in a while though. And he has like a very similar story. When he started doing YouTube and stuff, he wasn't making bank or anything, and it didn't pop off. But a company approached him and said they'd buy his channel for like $70. And right before he was about to do it, a guy emailed him and told him to not take any like deals because it's gonna ruin him.
Yeah.
And he took that advice, and now he's doing well on YouTube. I think he has like 2.5, maybe 300K.
Nice.
Yeah, he seems to be doing well for himself. He does like sometimes he'll do storytime animation or review a game.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a very funny guy.
I'll check him out sometime. What else could we chat about? How about, you got any topics you want to mention?
Is my mic good, by the way? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, your mic's grand.
Alright.
Got any topics that you would mark down?
Kind of had I had parasocial relationships, and I had something else, and I can't think of it. It was a good one too. I thought of it while surfing. This is the part that we cut out.
Yeah, I presumed you were gonna leave this out.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom while we're leaving shit out.
All right.
I have to go so soon because I drank all my water.
Yeah. This is a little bit for whoever's editing. I'm not sure if I'll be editing or if Blessing will be editing, but thank you, Balloon. That was probably a bad idea. My mic isn't completely peaked now. Don't you forget about me. Dancing, you know me. Won't you?
Alright, what did you say about me while I was gone?
That you're a lovely guy.
Oh, thank you.
Anyways.
Probably should have thought of something on my way there.
Yeah. Got any fun facts that you know about history or science or anything?
Let me go on Twitter and see what the first thing is I can find. See if we can... Actually, I should go to the Q&A thing and see what we got.
Yes, we have a Q&A for... completely intended for this podcast.
And I'm only going to take the serious questions because this is just a conversation.
You sure? Don't want to answer hotel?
No, I'm not going to answer Uno.
What is the name of the podcast? Should have been paying attention at the start of the episode.
I think the best one we can do right now is how long do you plan on doing this podcast? Alright, we'll start over again and just ask the question.
Alright. Should we say it's from Crown? Or Fanta?
I think we should just say, because those questions were originally intended for the other podcast.
Yeah. So we'll just okay.
Well, I'll just say. All right. So how long do you think you want to do the podcast for?
Until the day we die, hopefully. But
Dude, if we're like 60, we're doing this podcast. God. I'll give you like $1 million. I'll actually straight give you $1 million if we're doing this at 60.
If we're doing this at 60, then we're just gonna be the new boomers. We're gonna be like, back in my day, people watched things in 1080p on a flat screen.
If we were doing this when we were 60, then we'd actually look like pilots and co-pilots.
Oh my god, we would. Oh my! If we ever do like a con, like VidCon or whatever, we need, and it's for the podcast specifically, we need to bring those like hats that pilots wear, like, you know, the
that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Actually, that was what I was thinking of. I remember when I said I couldn't think of a topic.
Yep.
No, I did think of a topic and then I forgot about it. That was it, VidCon.
Right.
Do you intend on going to VidCon?
I mean, I'd love to sometime, but considering the fact I live in Ireland and I'm not old enough to travel by myself, of course I wouldn't do it right now unless I was like specifically invited, which is extremely unlikely. But I'd definitely be down to go to VidCon, meet some YouTubers that I like, stuff like that. It is.
There is. I'd like to go, definitely. I'm not sure if I'd like to go once, being as small as a creator that I am, or wait until I'm a bigger creator and then just go again, because I kind of do just want to experience it from you know, the person.
Yeah.
And not as the creator.
Yeah. We could do the you could do the Avengers strategy where you just go in a dad cap and sunglasses and pretend you're.
We could go to a furry convention and dress up in our fursuits.
Oh my god, that'd be a brilliant idea.
Your persona is literally just your fucking profile picture.
The dog in the armor.
Yeah.
Yours would definitely be a raccoon.
Oh yeah, for fucking sure. I love raccoons, dude. It's not even just because I like raccoon eggs. They're the best animal.
Yeah.
There's not.
For those of you who aren't in the server, we have an entire channel dedicated to. We have an entire text channel dedicated to raccoon images.
I'm gonna. I hate that I'm gonna get like big. I might get big at some point, and then I'm gonna have to get rid of that channel because people are gonna like send regular messages in there instead of sending raccoons.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, isn't there like a way you could make it so that they can't send text, but they can send images? Like,
I tried that. I tried making it so they can't send messages, but they are allowed to send images. That would also go against being able to send GIFs, because you have to paste a link to use a GIF.
Okay.
And also, if you can't send messages, then you can't send images either, so that doesn't work either. There might be a command with like a bot or something.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
If it gets to that point, then maybe.
Or we could hire a shift of people to go 12 hours and 12 hours, like 2 12-hour shifts doing nothing but staring at the raccoon images channel and then just deleting any texts. That's the easiest option. That would definitely be the right pick.
Awesome, dude. We can just hire people to delete messages.
Yeah.
They're like Discord mods, but for one specific channel.
Yeah.
That's like never used. But when it is used, it's awesome.
So if there's anyone who misses the days of Cold War era censorship, we've got a job for you.
You'll find it in the newspaper. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Or the application form can be found in an anonymous video on Dailymotion. Link in the description.
On Vimeo.
Vimeo. What if we had this debate? Dailymotion or Vimeo?
I know literally nothing about either site.
I know Dailymotion is bad, and I know Vimeo is bad. I know YouTube's also kind of fuck.
Oh no, wait. They're all bad.
Can you get paid for making videos on Vimeo and Dailymotion?
Look it up. One of the first people also ask, is Dailymotion illegal? Brilliant.
That's a genuine question.
Hold on, sorry. I was looking up, can you be paid for Dailymotion or whatever, but I was typing in, can you be, and the top answer is allergic to sperm.
You know, Ronan.
Yes.
I think those are like based off of your search history.
Yeah, whatever.
You got fucked, dude.
It's.
I mean, you have to click now. We gotta know.
Yeah, is it possible? In rare cases, people have been known to have allergic reactions to the proteins in their partner's semen. This took such a left
Imagine
turn.
having an allergic reaction to someone's cum and saying, "Ew, bro, your cum sucks." Get that shit away from me. You have an allergic reaction. That really killed the conversation.
Yeah, right. Can you be paid on Dailymotion? Dailymotion, many videos are served with in-stream advertisements.
But do you get paid?
Yes, you can earn revenue from it, I'm fairly sure.
Like,
yep, you can become a partner.
Like actual revenue or like machinima revenue?
That is a good question. Earned revenue will automatically be transferred to your payment service every month when your balance exceeds $100. That's oddly specific.
You have to have at least $100 in your bank account to be able to receive Dailymotion payment.
Yeah.
I don't even have $100.
Apparently, you need to reach 10,000 views on the content uploaded from your channel to start monetizing your content.
That's weak shit. I could do that right now.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is using Dailymotion that wouldn't... Like, what is on Dailymotion?
I don't know.
Like, if you went on Dailymotion, there's a good chance you'll find your fucking history professor or some shit.
Yeah. What's on
Or,
Dailymotion, I wonder? Let's have a look.
You'll find the tutorial on how to log into Google Meets.
So we've got a full movie from a French film festival. We've got a WWE clip, a news clip, Dream Homemaker makeovers. Sid and Shay McGee nearly went broke before finding fame. News.
It's just all news,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I literally could have gone on the Irish Examiner website.
Look up gaming on
Now that's what I want to
look up Minecraft. Look up Minecraft.
Yeah.
Screen share. I want to see this.
Yep. Oh, we got some gems of thumbnails.
Screen share. Okay. I need to see this. Dude, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Herobrine?
This one's from 11 days ago. Can you filter by recent?
Most recent.
Most recent. 2 hours ago.
Minecraft Let's Show.
These are not English.
Yeah. That's German, I'm pretty sure. That's Russian. Why is Russian in like bold text and it way
Dude,
bigger?
We found DWK's secret account.
Minecraft. I'm actually not going to say the name because that might be bad. Wait, so this person uploaded a video in some sort of different alphabet. I'm not sure what it's called.
Hold on, this dude. Look. Hold on, that guy is fucking. I'll go up. Ted Gaming. I'm not gonna include that. Down. That dude is partnered, and he got 1 view in 9 hours.
To be fair, no one uses Dailymotion.
I fucking know, but I don't think we can include any of this. How are we supposed to show this?
I presumed you weren't recording video anyways. Anyways.
Oh. I mean, yeah, but like, I'm gonna be taking away the video from the audio.
Yeah.
And just having the actual thing.
Okay.
Alright, stop.
Alright,
We can use like barely any of this. How long have we been going for?
We've been going for around 50 minutes.
We can end it there if you want. Unless you got anything else you wanna...
Should we plug the server and stuff?
I guess... everything's in the description. You can just go there, it'll all be labeled and... Join the server. We got like 55 members right now. I'm gonna say that so, if we get like a lot in the future, I can come back and be like, ha, fucking puny weak bitch.
Imagine having a number below 800.
I know you have to have like above 500 to get like partnered or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're watching this, get us closer to 500. Please.
Please, we like money. We enjoy money.
Do you even get money? How?
I don't know.
I don't think you can get paid from Discord.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about
We
this.
like friends. We need more friends. Be friends.
We've been talking about revenue for way too fucking long, dude.
Yeah, we're money grubbing greeds. I don't know. I'm just
greeds.
That was word salad. I'm losing.
Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed the Captain's Quarters podcast, and we'll probably see you in the next one.
Now get the hell back to your seat.